All right, so where are all the feminists? What happened? Seems like ever since Biden's been in office, I guess the Me Too movement's dried up because men aren't abusing women anymore. Apparently, because I haven't heard jack from any of these ladies or these women's groups. I remember when they went after Clarence Thomas, Justice Kavanaugh. They went after Herman Cain. And of course, it went after Trump. I mean, we all remember this, don't we?
Thank you, Amy. I'm just gonna head on over here.
Yes, I'm angry. Yes, I am outraged. Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
And why is that? Where's all that anger now? She was mad when Trump was in office, but nothing out of Madonna now or any of her cohorts with the pink pea cap wearing feminists. They're nowhere to be seen. What happened? What happened to believe all women? The reason why I bring it up is Marjorie Taylor Greene today during the IRS hearings went where no feminist dares to tread. Let's talk about it. Hello everyone, this is Keith. Welcome to the Ghetto Sapien channel, your home of inner city intelligence. So Marjorie Taylor Greene during the IRS hearings decided to talk about the elephant in the room. She ate all of the feminist lunch and she did it right in their faces because I'm sure there were quite a few of them in the audience as Democrats, and they never ever thought to bring this particular subject up.
And everyone watching at home that parental discretion is advised. I would also like to remind everyone that on our Oversight Committee, we provide oversight into all parts of the federal government, including their Department of Justice and their willingness to prosecute and their unwillingness to prosecute, and whether it's politically motivated. I would also like to say that when evidence and proof of a crime is presented, no prosecution should be denied, no matter who the person is. To the whistleblowers today, I thank both of you for your courage to come to the committee today and your commitment to truth. I have great respect for it, so thank you. I would like to talk with you both about Hunter Biden and his tax write-offs with his law firm, Owasco. I would like to ask Mr. Ziegler, when did you start your investigation? In your testimony, it was November 2018. Is that correct? Yes or no?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you. During your testimony with the House Ways and Means Committee, you stated that through bank records, you identified Hunter Biden was paying prostitutes related to a potential prostitution ring. Is that correct? Yes or no?
Yes, that's correct.
I've also reviewed those same bank reports, commonly referred to as SARS, Suspicious Activity Reports, and I'm very troubled by them. We read thousands of them in the Treasury. This particular excerpt from a SARS report talks about human trafficking and in regards to Hunter Biden and Owasco and payments he was making.
Yeah, so we're the feminists. Human trafficking. That's what Hunter's been involved in. Not one feminist ever stepped to him. It took Marjorie Taylor Greene to bring this up.
What's even more troubling to me is that the Department of Justice has brought no charges against Hunter Biden that will vindicate the rights of these women who are clearly victims under the law. I would like to talk about in your prior testimony, you stated that the prosecutorial team was investigating violations of the Mann Act. Is that correct, Mr. Ziegler?
That is correct.
Regarding the Mann Act, if a person is transported across state lines for sexual activity, such as prostitution, that could be a violation of a federal law. Is that correct?
I actually recently looked at the federal law regarding Mann Act, and I believe that that is correct, but I would refer you to the DOJ manual.
Yes, so that is a federal law that Hunter has apparently violated. Where the hell's DOJ? Nowhere, of course.
Thank you. I would like to present this to the committee. This is showing Hunter Biden paying for a victim's United flight from LA to Dulles.
Marjorie Taylor Greene bringing the receipts, so you can't say she's lying. She's got all evidence right there.
I believe this is a violation of the Mann Act. This is Hunter Biden's, this is his proof that he bought the ticket. He bought it for this woman right here. He flew her from Los Angeles to Washington on June 14th, flew her back to Los Angeles, California on June 15th of 2018. And I would like to point out that if he was purchasing her a plane ticket for sex and traveling across state lines, do you believe that to be a violation of the Mann Act, Mr. Ziegler?
So I can talk to specifically what's in my transcript regarding the Mann Act. So I know we were compiling the information together.
Yes, but Mr. Ziegler, as the law states, by the code of the law, it states traveling, paying someone to go across state lines is prostitution. It's a violation of the Mann Act. Let me just move on just one more second here. So when Hunter Biden paid for this woman to do this with him, to travel across state lines from California to Washington, D.C. on June 15th, this is a violation of the Mann Act. This was prostitution.
That's the only thing it violated. Common decency, too. I don't want to play the whole thing because I don't want to get a strike. They're going to be yanking that video faster than prostitutes yanked Hunter Biden. So, and that's not going to be up there long. She went on, Marjorie Taylor Greene, to bravely point out that Hunter has violated several laws. Where are all the feminists, the Believe All Women, and Me Too movement when it comes to actual evidence that Hunter Biden has participated in the sex trafficking industry? He is stupid enough to try and say these women were his employees with his law firm. Unbelievably dumb. I mean, but anyone's going to film himself doing these lewd acts and keep them not a very bright person, even though he's supposed to be, according to Joe, the smartest person he knows. He was that dumb, trying to write off prostitution through his law firm. That's a man who didn't believe he'd ever get caught. He thought he was above the law. And he might be right. He might get away with it. Who knows? But my point is that where are all the feminists? Where's the Me Too movement? They should be storming the White House and Congress right now, demanding that an investigation be brought and that they find these women and bring them before Congress and have a hearing, just like they did with Christine Blasey Ford. Find her. Find one. There's dozens of prostitutes, apparently, that Hunter has slept with. Find out if they were underage at the time, because that, I think, is something that even Marjorie Taylor Greene didn't bring up. I think some of them were underage. And they should find out for that for sure. Just interview some of these women. You don't have to be under oath or anything like that. But let's get to the bottom of it. Let's see how depraved this behavior of of Hunter Biden is. Like I said, it might just not be a Mann Act. It might be worse than that. But again, absolutely no curiosity from the leftist female feminist movement. They're just nowhere to be found. But again, Marjorie Taylor Greene's talking about it. She's exposed the feminist movement, the modern one. It's just a left-wing propaganda tool. That's all it is. They still bow to men. They just bow to men in dresses because they don't say jack when these trans women want to move into women's spaces. Everything from all women's prisons to sporting events. They're just taking over. And these feminists aren't saying anything. It's ordinary women who are stepping up to the plate to defend a women's, women's sports and things like that, and the rights to privacy, these Madonnas and other advocates of women are just nowhere to be found. They are political operatives. They don't care about women. Marjorie Taylor Greene just exposed them for what they really are about. They're bowing to big daddy government. That's what it's really all about. But that's my take on this. What's yours? Like, share, comment, and subscribe.